Good day everyone. In this history session, we shall be discussing Peshwa Bajirao and his role in the Battle of Palkhed. The Nizam had made his intentions clear: remove Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj and install Sambhaji of Kolhapur as a puppet on the Maratha throne. All that stood in his way was the young Maratha Peshwa Bajirao I. The Nizam was the senior most of the Mughal generals. The Nizam made a move towards Pune and was joined by Raja Sambhaji somewhere around 1727. Sambhaji had written to Shahu that he was meeting the Nizam for some discussions. Bajirao's brother, Chimaji Appa, had warned the Emperor Shahu not to allow Sambhaji to meet the Nizam. The motive for the meeting was in fact to join forces with the Nizam. Once Shahu's chiefs started deserting him, he got the idea that a grand conspiracy was being hatched against him. Chimaji Damodar, Sripat Rao Pratinidhi, Sultanji Nimbalkar had all switched sides to the Nizam. Once the Nizam began his movement from Hyderabad towards Satara, Shahu's capital, panic spread. Funds, the first requirement for any war, were being collected. 2000 rupees was collected as part of Kanoji Angre's dues from the Konkan. The dues from Gujarat, from Kadam Bande and Pillaji Gaikwad, which was so far withheld, were recovered after an army was dispatched. Shahu urged his men Ambaji Purandare, Bajirao Peshwa, Kanoji Angre, Kanoji Bonsle, Diwalji Somanshi, Kantaji Kadam, and Pillaji Jadhav Rao to take the fight to the Nizam. The defense of the empire now fell on the shoulders of the young Peshwa Bajirao I. The Nizam had camped at Dhafur and had then proceeded towards Pune. Ambaji Purandare had warned Peshwa Bajirao that the Nizam was headed towards the capital Satara. Trimbakrao Dabade, the Senapati's son, was dispatched to join Shahu's forces but instead started looting the Peshwa's territory in Malwa. Chimaji Appa had escorted Shahu to the fort of Purandar from where he directed operations. Bajirao began his movement from Satara in August 1727 and spent some time in Saswad, planning and collecting an army and gauging the Nizam's strength. The Peshwa's brother Chimaji Appa was witness to the massive Mughal invasion of Pune. From Junar to Sikrapur, the Mughals surrounded Pune. The Nizam crowned Sambhaji as the Chhatrapati on the 8th of February 1728. From Gujarat, Bajirao returned to Khandesh and camped near the city of Dhule. At this juncture, the Nizam was at near Ahmednagar. He interpreted this move as an impending attack by Bajirao on Aurangabad and began moving north to intercept the Peshwa. A camp was set up in the village of Palkhed to block the Peshwa's path to Aurangabad. As the Nizam crossed the Godavari, the Peshwa's men chased away the Banjaras who brought food to the camp at Palkhed. The Nizam headed northeast towards Palkhed with the hope of blocking the Peshwa's path to Aurangabad. At this juncture, Bajirao got intelligence of the Nizam's movement. With his artillery still south of the Godavari River, the Nizam's army was encircled by the Maratha cavalry. The Marathas had blocked the river fords and deprived the Mughals of water, thus bringing the Mughal army to a standstill. Realizing that he had no way out of the situation, the Nizam conceded defeat and sought peace on the 28th of February 1728. Thus, the tallest general of the Mughal Empire was defeated, which was also the first defeat of the Nizam's career. Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj allowed the Nizam to survive. The Peshwa took hostages and escorted the Nizam under the watchful eye of Malharji Holkar to Mungi Shevgaon, where the terms of the treaty were negotiated in March 1728. Under the treaty, the Chaut and Sardeshmukhi dues of the Deccan was to go to Chhatrapati Shahu. The Nizam was never to support Sambhaji against Chhatrapati Shahu, and the parts of